I am an idiot. I was reading the next one that we already got, when in all actuality, we need to go. It's kind of hard to see. Down to the server. Okay, I think I. You're about to take the elevator down to the server room. Send towards the servers. Okay. I see where it is now. Ooh. Now, what's funny is if we would have actually looked behind the machine, we could have found it. There we go. Ooh. Oh, that's a location for it. Okay. Painting a remote area with a marked spot. Someone once wanted to remember this location. Alright. That's all the tablets. We're going to go back up to the next floor and go from there. Oh, that's kind of creepy. But yeah, I feel really stupid now. If I just paid a little bit more attention, would have had it. This way? Yes. Alright. Actually, just now started the timer. Let's go back to floor 2. We'll read the things, then jump back in the Animus. Hello. We'll stand next to our Animus so we can just jump
Once
right
you go
in.
back to
Oop.
Shay's story, your life is never going to be the same afterwards. You should finish any outstanding business before entering your Animus.
Good thing we went ahead and did this. Huh. But alright. This is about Arno Dorian. Hi, Robert. You come highly recommended. I'm thrilled to have you part of the studio. Your subject, Arno Dorian. His story takes place during the French Revolution. I want you to explore every avenue of his life that you can. The goal is to have a new blockbuster to present to Abstergo Brass next year. As such, this is super classified. Your direct supervisor will be Aiden St. Clair. You can only discuss the project with Aiden or myself, as you'll probably be logging some overtime in your Animus. I've added a mandatory weekly meeting with our psychiatrist, Dr. Bibu, to make sure you're not suffering from any bleeding effect. Welcome to Certate. Don't let me down. Melanie LeMay. I just read the final text of for the first episode. Last of the heroic Knights Templars, Jacques de Molay was a man of principle, a towering intellect, betrayed by the man he trusted most, the corrupt king of France. Love it, and I think our users are going to love it too. This is going to be the crown jewel of our Helix launch in the fall. Great job, ML. Hi, MO. I understand your concerns, given that we already passed on several of these historical figures in previous market analysis. I said that, I think we can. Oh, mistype there. I think we can use a lot of this data to present these people not as fictional action heroes, but as the focus of historical documentaries. To few iterations, we've come up with this as our best angle amid the chaos of the Crusades. One man's moral transgressions tower above all of others. Experience firsthand what it means to be a remorseless killing machine in an age of philosophical turmoil. These could be in a series, something like History's Hitman. Haha, that's turbo lame, but you get the idea. Or they could be standalone. Maybe this one can be Murder in the Levant, or something like that. We're going to commission a few features using these controversial figures for Helix's launch. Let's see how they do, and then we'll discuss continuing the series or trying something else. Thanks for your honest feedback. It's always appreciated at Mel. Hey, Hamo. I agree that Ezio's shady character makes him unsuitable for a leading role, so maybe we can take him out altogether and create a visual tourism feature. Something like travel to the Italian Renaissance for a taste of fine wine, free thought, and filthy hearts as abstergo entertainment shows you the true meaning of enlightenment. Attend wild parties, witness spectacles unseen for 500 years, and rub elbows with the most famous nerd the whole world has ever known, Leonardo da Vinci. I'm also considering a series focusing on some notable serial killers of history. Ezio certainly qualifies. Anyways, have a think and let me know what you come up with. I think we should focus on George Washington. We've actually already read this one. This one I remember. George Washington franchise. I don't know. Yeah. Just to keep you in the loop, I heard back from editorial this morning. Story itself is untouched, but this is going to be the menu text for the Haytham Kenway feature. Devoted patriot, celebrated scholar, loving father. Exclusive to Helix, witness the rise and martyrdom of one of the American Revolution's least known heroes, a Helix exclusive. I think it fits perfectly with the title you've chosen, The Lone Eagle. Haytham is going to appeal to a wide audience, and his story is going to definitely give people a bad case of the feels, as those internet kids like to say. Oh my god, I'm old, aren't I? We have Devils of the Caribbean taken from his genetic memories, but I think we can do more. Is there a way we can spin a cautionary tale around his actual life? Truly, do we know anything about his life once he returned to England? I know his family had a big mansion in London. Oh, Edward. This is Edward from 4. In London somewhere. Is it still standing? I don't want to give the impression that the studio is just reusing the same genetic memories over and over, so while I want to recycle assets to save money, the experience has to be totally fresh. I'd like to explore the possibility of a follow-up to Liberation. We found some footage of Evelyn's activities in New England, and it seems clear that she was still very active later in life. Ideally, I'd like the sequel to Liberation or some kind of follow-up, but I understand that's going to take some resources that we don't have right now. A quick fix option is to reuse existing assets and take a more family-friendly angle on her story. Scrappy servant to a woman of dignity and poise. Oh, we've already read this one, haven't we? Additionally, the liberation of Lady Aveline might open up some revenue from women, which is a demographic I think we've ignored for too long. Yeah, we've read that one. I'm starting to have second thoughts about doing a feature on Robert de Souble. While he was a great leader, I just don't know that there's anything about a knight that fought and died during the Crusades that makes him stand out. I'm wondering if we can leave him aside for now and focus on Madeleine de Lisle. A successful businesswoman in pre-colonial Louisiana is more of a feel-good success story. I think focusing on his... This is... Triumph of the... Oh, this is going to be about Cesare. Or Rodrigo. 1 and 2. Focusing on his dysfunctional family life is the wrong track to take. I've modified your initial pitch, and I would suggest going for something like this. Rodrigo Borgia's quest to reform the rational excesses and corruption of the Catholic Church from its highest office, the papacy. Experience firsthand his rise, his reforms, and his unlikely death. The program itself is top-notch, though. Great work. Give my best to your team, Emil. About Cesare. This one's about Cesare. Okay. Hi, after looking over the footage that you presented, I've decided that rather than dedicate an entire feature to the loathsome Cesare Borgia, we'll use it to add some spice and conflict to the existing Rodrigo Borgia piece. Cesare is just too much of an asshole to have his own show. I agree. Loreno Torres. One second. I don't know how to say this politely, so please don't think this is anything personal or reflection of you or your work. You're a star. But I think doing an entire virtual feature about Loreno Torres is the single most boring pitch that's ever come across my desk. Sorry. So if I'm reading your reports properly, you're saying Giovanni Borgia was born deformed, miraculously survived, but frequently hallucinated about past lives, and associated with some of the biggest occultists of the Renaissance. That's amazing. Our last supernatural movie, They Walk Among Us, was met with really mediocre reviews. If we can use these genetic memories to start a new occult thriller franchise, we might be able to win back some of those disgruntled fans. Hello, AJ. It's looking like we... I'm not even going to try on that one. I will be able to use Animus Tech to create a digital version of Monima Das to finish the production of that. I'm guessing it's probably like Vidya AI. I could be wrong about that. My condolences again to your resilient cast and crew. If nothing else, we'll be able to give Monima the glamorous send-off she deserves. When it's done, I'd like to talk about using Mysore tech to remaster our traditional forms of entertainment, concerts or sporting events, for example, into fully immersive Animus experience. Best, ML. Xiao Jun. We first got a glimpse of Xiao Jun while in the Ezio Auditore section of Sample 17. With so much demand for strong female characters right now, do you think we can focus some R&D into finding her genetic material? There's some evidence connecting her to the Jing Emperor, who by all historical accounts was a cruel jackass. Great villain potential. If memory serves, I think there was also a Mongol invasion around that time. There's a lot of potential for a great new action franchise. Fiora Cavaza? Hey Felipe, you're getting great data from Fiora. But I just want to chime in now and say that I don't want to focus too much on her early life as a courtesan in the Rose in Fiora. Oh, that's, the first one we met. In, 2. She was the one running the Rosa and Fiora then, I do believe. Or she the one that Ezio got a crush on? And I thought they were going to make her like the love interest for Ezio. Although I want to focus on the intrigue and tension when she betrays her gang. Yeah, okay. Cannot stress enough how much I do not want Fiora to be perceived as an over-sexualized object, but rather as a cunning spy who has to make difficult choices to overcome life-threatening obstacles. I'm going to be on your ass about this, so always err on the side of good taste. I believe in you, ML. Nikolai Orelov. I like this take a lot. A psychotic Russian terrorist meddles in the affairs of a once proud monarchy. Now, for the first time in history, we learn that Russia's swift and brutal descent into anarchy and chaos at the genesis of the 20th century. I'm not sure about White Death as a name, though. Radical Reds, The Fall. Haha, I suck at naming, but I think we need to sit down and hammer out a final title. Coffee soon? Well, I thought the fad would die out. Wait. Kairos of Zarax? Thought the fad would die out, but big budget historical epics are still a thing. I think it's time Star Entertainment showed everyone how it's really done. Quick glance through some DDS files brought up the name Kairos of Zarax. He was a renowned athlete, but also studied with Pythagoras. That's a well-educated slice of beefcake right there. Animus Combat Sports. Hey, you remember when you said you wanted to see MMA events through an Animus IIRC? What you actually said was, I want a cage-side seat to bathe in the man sweat. Well, I took the ideal to heart, and we're working with our partners at Mysore Tech and India to remaster some traditional entertainment as virtual features. We're going to have concerts and historical tourism, but I made sure we got some combat sports just for you, my dear. We're going to have a series called The Best of Tornado de Combat. Brazil's biggest promotion. Their CEO was a bit of a dick, but the Abstergo name carries a lot of weight, so that definitely helped us out. Volume 1 is going to include fighters like Gilma Venecio, Orange Shut, that's that assassin from thing, and Luis Octavio Dores. It means nothing to me, but I hope you're excited. Conspiracies. Hi, Evan. I want to diversify our programming a bit and attract a bit of the fringe element in terms of customer base. With that in mind, I thought a new series focused on crazy conspiracy shit might be right up our alley. A few subjects to focus on. Ooh, one second here. Hermeticis, the lost civilization of Lemur, miracles in the Bible, planetary consciousness, and the singularity. I'd like to see if we can get some big-time celebrities to narrate these things. Now, at first glance, they'll probably balk at the subject matter. But I bet if we feed them the script in chunks they're out of order, we can easily manipulate them into thinking they are participating in a proper science documentary. Go nuts, ML. And then this, which we probably won't remember. I'll say that right now. But if it doesn't throw us right into the memories, we're going to go for it to where we can wrap this whole thing up. Sending a message. Yes, it's throwing us right into it. Gotcha.
The Royal Palace at Versailles, Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette in residence.
Such decadence.
Good luck, numbskull.
Ooh, I wonder.
Ah, Shay. You certainly look prepared to meet royalty. Perhaps King Louis himself will grant you an audience.
I doubt even these breaches will get me into the King's chambers. Besides, I'm only here to see a business acquaintance.
Yes, I heard a group of merchants would be here today. They might come see my scientific demonstration later.
They really should. They might learn something, though I wouldn't count on their being present. I take my leave. Thank you again, Master Franklin. Now to find Charles and that damned box.
Wait, Charles. Which name is that?
That's him. Charles Dorian.
Yes, okay. I am ready to do this. Yes. I know exactly what this is going towards. And I am ready. That name immediately made me realize what we're doing, because it is with another Assassin's Creed game. And it's going to actually be the next Assassin's Creed game we do. This actually fills in something I didn't know.
Ma foi, c'est un animal contre l'autre.
Alright. Do this correct. Remain undetected. Crap. This is down long enough for us to get out the window here. Crap. Yep, caught. I knew I should have just jumped. I was trying to get through this without killing or getting detected. Oh, it's all the way over. At least those parts fairly easy.
Personne n'a rien fait pour éviter ça.
Just walk straight through this little crowd here. Go.
Did you see their faces when we stole those apples? I'm Arno. Elise. I'm here with my father.
Remember
So
those
am
names.
He has important business with the king. What should we do now?
Those names will be very, very important in the next Assassin's Creed game we get to. It'll probably be a while because we might be doing a very long game next. But one I haven't played that a lot of people have. Maybe. It's still up in the air.
Gentlemen, I'll protect this artifact with my very life. Arno? Where have you gone?
Boom.
You're the traitor.
I'm just finishing old business.
Oh, Connor and his assassins. The American Revolution undid your Templar business.
Then perhaps we shall start a revolution of our own.
Oh, please, please. I really hope that he's part of the thing.
Uphold the principles of our order, and all that for which we stand. Never share our secrets, nor divulge the true nature of our work. Do so until death, whatever the cost. This is my new creed. I am Shay Patrick Cormac, Templar of the Colonial, of the American right. I am an older man now, and perhaps wiser. A war and a revolution have ended, and another is about to begin. May the Father of Understanding guide us all.
Before we show that, I'm going to end this here, because Ubisoft credits are generally extremely long. So, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, where we'll watch through the credits, and then we'll have one more after that. Well, a few more after that, because we got a few things to do. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.